Well, I really did not want there to be a part 3 to this story. Let me just shut this door. Part 3. Went in for my scheduled induction, number 2, on July 3rd, and well, I went to his office first because he wanted to establish care, make sure he got paid, and he said he wasn't quite sure if it was a good idea, and he said he didn't know if shoulder dystocia was going to happen. It was too risky. It was an 8 to 15% chance of something bad going wrong. 8 to 15. And he was really nervous. I don't know. Not the same guy I talked to on Saturday who was like, yeah, living by my mother, deliver him all the time. I can do this. This is no problem. Don't worry. We'll do it on Monday. The baby won't be any bigger. Got cold feet. Got another ultrasound that day. So I had one on Friday, then I had one on Monday. And the baby measured 4,800 grams on Friday, which was borderline big for delivering vaginally, which, I don't know. So Monday I got another ultrasound and it said 5,100. And he called me back into his office again later that day. So I went to his office, went to an ultrasound, went back to his office because he called me in. And he sat me and said, guess what? We can't do it. It's 5,100 grams. It's past the threshold. And I said, then why didn't you do it on Saturday? And you said it wouldn't get any bigger. You said 1/2 pound a week. You said the baby would stay the right size. Monday would be no issue. And he goes, yeah, it is. Hindsight's 20/20 or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, so what do you want me to do? He's like, well, I'll give you a C-section. And I was like, if I wanted a C-section, I'd stay with my original doctor. The reason that you're in the picture now is because you said you'd induce me. And you said to do it Monday. And he said, yeah, well, we can't. I didn't make the decision to go boating like your other doctor. I'm on call 24/7. But yeah, we can't. 5,100 grams, we can't do it. And he's all just jolly spouting the facts and the risks and all this stuff. And I just was like, I'm going to step out. So I walked out while my husband was still talking to him. I walked across the street to the hospital and I picked up the little phone where you tell them that you want them to open the doors. And I said, I need to talk to a nurse. And they're like, come on back. So I walked back, burst into tears, cried. The nurse that was there on Saturday was still there on Monday. It was about 6 p.m. We'd been at that doctor's office since noon, hadn't gone home, hadn't eaten from noon to 6. So 6 o'clock I get to that hospital, talk to that nurse, and I'm just bawling, and just, he lied to me. This has happened twice. How can you say you'll do something and then back out hours before? I was scheduled to be induced at 8. It might have even been past 6 p.m. at this point. I it might have been 7 p.m. And I was scheduled to be there in less than an hour to be induced. And I was like, how can they do this? How is this actually a thing? 2 doctors back out of a C-section, out of an induction, to force me into a C-section. It's insane. So I cried. My husband came over after he talked to that doctor, met us over there, and I was just like, what do I do? I was like, I have nobody to even do a C-section. I no longer qualify for a vaginal delivery. There is no doctor who will see 5,100 grams on an ultrasound and induce, according to my doctors. So I knew that was on the table. I'm like, who do I get? The first one who lied to me, the second one who lied to me, a random doctor on call, and they're like, let's talk to the on-call doctor. We'll get him. He's the best doctor. He's our top of the line. He's our very favorite. You can choose your date, blah, 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 blah. You can do it today or tomorrow, whatever. I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there and wait for a while. I finally calmed down, and the nurse that I liked, who I had been talking to for the past 2 traumatic times, left to go get that figured out with the new supposedly awesome doctor, and a new nurse comes in, and she goes, all right, you're scheduled for Wednesday at noon with Dr. So-and-so. And it was not the doctor who they told me that they liked. And I was like, wait, what? Wednesday? Like, today's Monday. I was like, another 2 days? And I was like, and that's not the right doctor. They said this other doctor. And she goes, yeah, and I was like, they said I could choose. And she goes, sweetie, you've already received way more than any patient at this entire hospital. And she did a little smile at me, and the tears started burning. And I looked at her and I said, you want me to wait another 2 days? I said, I've already been waiting since July 1st. You want me to wait another 2 days? And she said, sweetie, tomorrow's a holiday. Nobody's gonna work on a holiday. Get real. And I said, okay. Actually, I said nothing, and I walked out. And I walked through the stop doors, slammed it open. I just didn't know what to even think at that point. So we left. I stormed out and we left. My husband trailed after me. We drove to a little park to walk around because I was needing to just think through. I called back labor and delivery. I said, can I talk to the nurse that I talked to? And I talked to her. And I said, did you know that this nurse said this to me? She said that I had already been receiving more than any patient at that entire hospital. I was like, does that seem a little weird to anyone? Like, does that seem a little insensitive, seeing what I've gone through? And she was like, oh, I can't obviously validate anything I say because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. So she just kind of brushed it aside and said, okay, yeah, well, I have you scheduled for Wednesday at noon with this other doctor. Like a random doctor, not even the one that you guys like, not my first choice, not my second choice, not my third choice, not my fourth choice, 5th choice of a doctor. A random person to come to a C-section. And I was like, is there there's no other chance? Nothing? Like, we can't do anything else? I have no choice? You said I could choose. I can't choose? We have you scheduled for Wednesday. I was like, you said I could choose. Well, if you can't make your appointment, please call and cancel. And then I was like, okay. And then she said, like, a bunch of really weird, like, she was just like, she's like, okay, I need you to promise me you're gonna have a really good 4th of July. Take your daughter to see the fireworks. Enjoy them. Promise me you'll enjoy them. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna actually promise you that. I'm not gonna enjoy them, but thank you for the kind words. And she said, I need you to promise me that. And I said, yeah, I'm not gonna promise you that, but thank you anyway. And then I was like, all right, well, I hear what you say, I understood what you said. And she said, okay, I'm gonna need you to repeat back to me what I said about a Wednesday. If you're not gonna make it, I need you to call in. And if you are, I need you to write 2 hours early, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, so I repeated her back, and then I hung up the phone. I'm like, it's not even the lady I talked, like, it was her, but totally different. So then I had to humble myself, text back my doctor from Saturday, the one who went boating and forgot about me, and I said, want to give me a C-section tomorrow, July 4th? And she said, oh, let me give you a call in a little bit. So she called me. It's like, I'm sorry, I was boating. I just forgot. It was not malintent. Like, I just forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot about your induction. Yeah, well, it's ironic because this actually works out a lot better. This actually, this is the best way. C-section. It's so ironic. And I'm like, ironic that what you wanted is what ended up working out because I got forced out of it by you and then forced out of it by another doctor. I didn't say that, obviously. I just said, oh, let's not talk about it. Let's just get a baby tomorrow. And so she called them back up, scheduled me for July 4th at 8 a.m., told me to be there at 6 a.m., not to eat anything. It was at this point It was, I think, 8 p.m. I think she called me about an hour after I left the hospital. It might have been closer to 9, between 8:30 probably, that I talked to her. So, went home, slept from about midnight to about 2:20, according to my cell phone. And I was up from 2:20 until now, and it's about 4:30. I mean, what time is it even? 5:15. It's 5:15. So, at 5:15, I need to leave in 15 minutes. Our babysitter's going to be here right now. I'm sure she's probably out there with my husband. And I'm going to get a C-section from the original doctor who refused to induce me because she was boating. So, yeah. That's all I can say right now. I can't. No more tears. No. I need to be done for a little while. So we'll have a baby, finally. 17th time's the charm.